What's up, YouTube? SimplyUnlucky here, and today we're opening up and reviewing a Yu-Gi-Oh! First Edition Link Strike starter deck. And then I'll ask you guys to check out the channel and subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And thanks to our friends at Ultra, we have the beautiful Triforce playmat here, you guys. I love it, especially for like structure deck openings and deck profiles and stuff. Alright, so we're going to be going over the Link Strike starter deck here, but first let's check out the back. It says here, a new way to duel. The starter deck here has everything you need to learn how to duel with your friends, including a ready-to-play deck and a beginner's guide to teach you the basics of dueling, including the all-new Link Summoning. It's time to duel in the brand new era. Each starter deck includes 38 common cards, 2 ultra rare cards, 1 cards, 3 super rare cards, a beginner's guide, and a game mod to new extra monster zones. Alright, fully compatible with all cards you already have. Let's pop it open, guys. So I'm a little late to the party for this one, you guys. No shop in my area actually got these until I think like yesterday, but yeah, a quick shout out to the giveaway that I'm doing, you guys. Definitely go check out that video if you guys have not already, and I thank you guys so much for participating in that. It's gonna be epic. I'm giving away eight items, 7 boxes, and Konami's giving away a playmat for that. Alright, so for this Link starter though, I've been checking out kind of what other people have been posting for this, and there's a few things that I'd like to talk about with the links. And I noticed some YouTubers are wanting to quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Now that this Link's starters, these Link rulings are coming out and whatnot. New monster card zones. And yeah, I want to show you guys the new playmat here real quick. So they're going to be doing this from now on, where remember, for the new rulings, they added the pendulum zones and the spell and traps now for the left and rightmost spell and trap zones. And then the extra monster zones will now be half yours, half your opponent's, I think, for the future game mats. Or we'll see if they print the actual full zone on game mats. But yeah, so that's the new mat. And so yeah, a lot of people are quitting, you know, with the whole new Link Summon coming out and all that. But to be honest, I did not like the pendulum format, or this last format Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in, and I hope that I'll like this one a little more. So I'm just excited for change, and I know that's kind of like a just kind of general feeling to it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So new to dueling, this is actually a pretty cool duel guide, beginner's guide. If you guys like are confused about anything, they actually explain Link Summoning in here, and the new kind of way you're doing pendulums now a little better. So it's pretty cool how they explain all that in here. And so yeah, check this out if you guys are confused. Also, Konami put up a couple videos on how to do Link Summoning at the moment, you guys. And so I was definitely going to maybe review one of those with Alex, just to kind of see what they're talking about there. But yeah, let's go over Link Summoning first. Okay, so for Link Summoning, you guys, they have the new Decode Talker. And this guy's like a Buster Blader Sparkman looking dude. And so Decode Talker is a Cyberse, the new Cyberse type, by the way. There's 1, 2, 3 these are all Cyberse monsters. Not all Link monsters are going to be Cyberse monsters. There's Ram Clouder, Link Slayer, Bitron, and Draconet for the other Cyberse monsters. So it's just a new type, like Psychics, when Psychics came out type deal. But yeah, so Decode Talker, he has 3 Link markers. You guys can see him there. And I made a video talking about Link Summoning, and I know tons of other people have at this point on YouTube already. If you guys are confused, though, I'll talk about it a little bit. So this guy uses 2+ effect monsters. So basically, in order to summon him, you have to have at least 2 effect monsters. Normally, it would take at least 3, though, to play him, because he's a Link 3. But in order to play Link 3, you could also use a Link 2, which would count as 2 Links, and then a effect monster, because you would still need the 2 effect monsters. So that's also a way to summon Decode Talker. So Honeybot and an effect monster. So it says here, gains 500 attack for each monster it points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets cards you control, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster this card points to negate the activation if you do destroy that card. So a couple of things about this card that I haven't really seen many people talking about is the Link pointer actually points to the opponent's side of the field as well. So from what I've experienced with this is that it will gain 500 attack for each of those monsters. So if your opponent is actually willing to summon a monster in front of this guy, he will gain an additional 500 attack. So if you have 2 monsters in these monster card zones, so I know this is confusing with this kind of playmat here, but if you have 2 monsters and they summon a monster in the zone right above him right there, you will get an additional 1500 attack. So you'll be a 3800 attack monster for Decode Talker. So that's actually pretty cool. And if your opponent's willing to do that, you cannot, however, tribute your opponent's monsters. It says you can tribute one monster in the field when a card's targeted, negate that activation if you destroy that card. So you can't. So some people are like, well, you could just tribute their monster and destroy cards that target. No, it's basically you're talking about tributing an opponent's monster as a cost. It's still still need to tribute your own cards. So this would be like not effectively, like enemy controller. Like you can't tribute your opponent's monster to take control of an opponent's monster. So just for those that are confused on that effect. And this effect, I was still a little confused, and so like I watched Konami's video. I believe your opponent, if you summon Decode Talker, your opponent is now allowed to special summon to that area. Because when I looked at the Konami video, they gave him a little red zone, a red special summon zone. If you guys know a little bit more on that, post down in the comments below. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe your opponent can now special summon in that zone as well. Okay, so that is Decode Talker. 3 links, gets bigger, and you contribute monsters to negate effects that target and destroy those cards. All right, next we have Honeybot. Honeybot is a link monster that you summon first to help get out Decode Talker. You would not summon it to actually special summon more monsters, because the whole new ruling is you special summon a monster in the new extra monster zone. That's what it's called, right? And once you summon in the extra monster zone, you're allowed to special summon from the extra deck in other main monster zones. Yeah, extra monster zone. So yeah, if I summon Decode Talker here, that would allow me to special summon to those 2 spots. So you wouldn't want to summon the Honeybot, because Honeybot has what do they call it again? Link markers pointing to the sides. So it wouldn't make sense to put it here to actually special summon more monsters. You would actually want to special summon Honeybot before or after Decode Talker, because Honeybot has a cool ability for monsters that are in the adjacent zones. And it says here, neither player can target monsters that this card points to. With effects, card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So you get some serious momentum if you special summon Decode Talker, get Honeybot out, and then just put 2 monsters next to it right there. So, or you get it out first and then use another effect monster to special summon Decode Talker, because it's a link too. All right, now Link Spider. Once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 lower normal monster from your hand to your zone that this card points to. So this is, once again, a good way to get out either of the other 2 Link monsters. He would die pretty quick, though, so you might want to be able to do that the turn you play him. One thing to remember about Link monsters, you guys, is there is a lot of cards being used, especially like with the starter deck, in order to get them out. So you are using 3 monsters. You are using, at least 3 monsters pretty much to get Decode Talker, at least 2 to get Honeybot. So just be wary of how many cards you're using. Alright, so now for the actual monsters. And those are all Cyberse monsters once again. You have Clink Slayer. This guy is crazy good. I'm like, have we seen like a better starter deck card to be printed lately? This is for a starter deck too. This isn't a structure deck. Alright, Cyberse, and he's 5 stars. If you control no monsters, special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Photon Thrasher. Except 5 stars, so 2000 attack. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards and target that many spell or trap cards on the field and destroy them. So like a built-in twister. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. So yeah, this is probably one of the best starter deck cards you've seen in a while for that kind of ability. So it's like a Breaker, Cyber Dragon, Photon Thrasher built-in effect there. Ram Clouder is, you contribute 1 monster, so it doesn't have to be Ram Clouder, and it has 1800 attack, 4 stars. You contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Cyberse monster in your GY, special summon it. You can only use the effect of Ram Clouder once per turn. So you can bring back your Link Slayer, tribute 1. It doesn't say tribute 1 other monsters, so you can still tribute Ram Clouder as well. And then Bitron, it works with Link Spider as a normal Cyberse monster. And as well, you guys might want to notice this, is for normal monsters, they're now putting normal next to it as the creature type, because it was confusing, I guess, for people like with fusions and other monsters that weren't considered normal. So now you know. A new species found in electronic space. There's not much information on it. This guy is, when this card's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. Wow. That's good. So, get out your Bitron. All right, and then Galaxy Serpent is a tuner. 2 stars. Mystery Shell Dragon, mysterious living matter that suddenly appeared from different dimension. 4-star 2000 attack. Beast King Barbaros, and then you have Cyber Dragon, Photon Thrasher, Xerion Universe is in here. That's funny. I haven't seen him in a while. And remember, your link monsters, you guys can't be turned to defense position or turned face down. Evil Swarm Mandragora. This is Mandragora. This is pretty good for this kind of deck. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. So if you already have monsters, this is a way of additionally special summoning more monsters for link summoning. Unlike Photon Thrasher and Link Slayer, which is Skyrim must first be special summoned if you control no monsters. And Link Slayer was special summoned if you control no monsters. Cyber Dragon special summoned if your opponent controls monsters and you don't. Alright, and then we have Marauding Captain, of course, special summon 2 monsters. Or special summon a monster after you normal summon him, so that's cool for getting out link monsters. Once again, though, you're using a lot of cards in your hand. Sangan, search stuff out. Curry Bandit, Marshamallon, Card D, cool to see another reprint of that. Raikou in here, interesting. Battle Fader, this card seems crazy for doing link summoning, that's funny. Our first star deck anyways. Swift Scarecrow, same type deal. Effect Veiler's in here, that's nice. It's cool to see Effect Veiler. And then we have Cynet Universe. So here's a new field spell for you guys, and it has to do with link monsters. All link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster in your GY and shuffle it into the deck. That's interesting. That's like effect that could be used with control decks, like the old control decks that would benefit from that. That's just an interesting effect. If this card on the field is destroyed, though, by a card effect, send all monsters on from the extra deck zones to the GY. So only 2 monsters at the most. Worst comes to worst, you can Mystical Space your own card and destroy your opponent's extra monster zone. Monster Reincarnation, Dark Hole. It's cool to see these reprints. Like, if you guys notice, these are like 50-cent cards, like Dark Hole, Mystical Space, Book of Moon, Forbidden Lance, probably a little more than 50 cents. United We Stand, Pot of Duality, like Burden the Almighty. Like, seriously, if you go to a card shop and they have like a 25-cent or 50-cent pot, like, you're going to see all those cards in it. Supply Squad, once per turn, if monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, draw 1 card. That's crazy to see this as a reprint here, so that's really cool as well. Another valuable common card. So, like, you're getting your value, your money worth from this starter deck, by the way. So that's kind of like the review part of this, you guys. This is definitely worth buying, especially if you get it like under $10. Like, because they should be, I think, MSRP 10. But yeah, crazy value here. Like, already, like, if you put those at $1 a piece, $4 there. Easy. Terraforming Jar of Avarice to get your monsters or your cards back in your deck. Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Ring of Destruction, Bottomless Travel, Compulse, Fiendish Chain, and Dark Bribe. Link Slayer, the Twin Twister is what I was thinking of, not just regular Twister. But there was also, I think they were going to put in another card in here as well from the Japanese starter deck that they ended up not putting in here. I can't remember off the top of my head. It might have been like a Twister card. But yeah, overall, this is like an extremely good starter deck. I'm trying to think the last starter decks we have, and all I can think of is the black and white one that came out, and they were just 2 corresponding relating starter decks, and they were not that great. But yeah, so this is extremely good, you guys. First off, you're going to need to buy this at the moment because this is the new link format, and so yeah, you're definitely going to need to pick up these link monsters because right now every deck's going to be using these, and then once the new set comes out, you'll have some more to choose from as well. But yeah, definitely pick this up if you guys have not. Should you pick up 3, that's up to you. You could just end up trading for these foil cards here, the link monsters if you need them. But it is pretty good. Like, if you're gonna pick up a starter deck, pick up 3 of a starter deck, this would be one that I would recommend doing if you're planning to do something like that. I mean, look at these commons. So like, you're already getting almost all your value back just in 50-cent commons or whatever. So Effect Veiler's in here as well, man. Card D, crazy. Photon Thrasher common, So overall, out of 10, I would probably give this starter deck about an 8. That's pretty good for me. I don't like rating things pretty high that often, so I would definitely, you guys, pick this up. New link format, I'm excited for it because I didn't like the last format of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully there's more good amount of skill in the plays that are going to go down here. You guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the new link format. And I know this was a little bit of a longer video for a starter deck opening, but at the same time we're reviewing the new format, just kind of talking about it with you guys. So yeah, be sure to post in the comments below, you guys, and help me out and help the viewers out by understanding this new format. And also, if you guys want to see, I know this is kind of a new thing that a ton of the other YuGiTubers were doing. They're doing the starter deck 3 budget starter deck deck profiles. So they're taking 3 of the starter decks here, combining them to make a cooler deck. And if you guys want to get my opinion on the cards that I would combine, if you guys bought 3 of these link starters, and if you guys would want to hear my opinion on what cards I think I would want to use for the 40 card deck, combining the 120 cards or whatever it is, post in the comments below if you guys want to see that 3 times budget deck profile for link starter. As well as if you guys want to see a duel between me and Alex with the one link starter deck versus another link starter deck, or if we should throw some cards in. Let me know in the comments below. We could put one of those together pretty quick for you guys. So let us know, and as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and post in the comments below once again what you guys think about the new format, what you guys think about the star deck, and if you guys want to see some of those videos we were talking about with the 3 times budget deck profile and the duel between the link starters. And Simply Unlucky signing out.